Hello friends, I'm going to show you a beautiful crystal that my dear friend offered to me. Look at this beauty. Look how this is beautiful. Really, really nice. It's big. So I'm gonna do this live. Maybe I can show you this one too. Look at this one. How beautiful is that? It's a double termination, like this. And I'm gonna show you this one. I am babysitting one of her crystal. Look at that. I am babysitting this one that I love a lot. Look how beautiful it is. Really, really nice. I babysit. Voila. So I'm gonna do this live with Brandy. I just received an email from one of my followers in Italy, and she was amazed about what I told in my one of my last video about that the fact I put some weight on, like 4 kilos, and what I decided to do to motivate me to go back to my routine. And you know, after all these months where I've not exercised, where I eat a lot, this is also one thing of being Sagittarius, you know, ruled by Jupiter. Everything is in profusion and abundance and a lot. And we love food a lot. I love food a lot. So I decided to do this session with laser ultrasound that I never did before on my belly to see how it is, and with Groupon we can have, you know, good deals. So I did that, and these followers from Italy, she told me it's amazing because I was wondering. She said to me, I put 5 kilos on, and I was wondering how I gonna do to lose them. And I see your video where you speak about that, and this inspired me, and I'm gonna take care of myself in that way. And so it's amazing because she said it's amazing how I was thinking about that, and just your video is showing up. And it's what it is, you know. We are all connected, and there are more and more synchronicities now, because the collective is awakening more and more. So we are more and more aware of the connection from the invisible that manifests in the visible, because we are able to see them, because we are more, as consciousness of the collective open more and more, our consciousness also opens more and more, and we see the things that we were sometimes maybe unable to see, but they were there. So now we are more and more aware and more seeing these things that are there already, and they speak to us. So these synchronicities that speaks a lot, Jung. It's really amazing. It's always, I notice this very young, and it always surprised me. I say, oh, I was thinking of that, and here it is, you know. But now it's like during the day several times, you know, it's coming. And as I said in my video last day, I had some little delay and things that were not flowing because I bought a first Groupon, and I realized when I received the notice to use it that it was close to Malibu, and I forgot to change my email address, so I got an offer from that area. So I canceled, they refunded me, and I took another one in Hot Springs that is closer to Yucca than Palm Desert. And I called and no answer. The phone number was not working anymore. I said, oh, this is weird, okay. I contacted Groupon and I said, it's not working. So they said, okay, we're going to investigate. They took 1 week to investigate and to see that finally they wanted to refund me in credit, Groupon credit. So I said, okay, I have to find another one. And as my friend was going to La Quinta for the hairdresser, I said, maybe we can do a trip together. And I contacted this other salon, and I said, okay, I would love to do this treatment. And I've been in touch with this lovely lady who proposed to me, in fact, to do the 3 sessions in one. And I did it last day and I really enjoyed it. But beyond that, and this is the amazing thing of life, is that all these delays and all these things that were not flowing, it was for me to be in touch with Brandy. And it has been really an amazing time that we had together. And I had an amazing session. And I wanted to have a discussion with Brandy, because what we exchanged was really beautiful. So I'm gonna go to contact Brandy and to see eventually if she already joined. No, so let me contact Brandy. No. There. Where do I find this? Oh, now it's weird. It's different than before. Let me see. No. Brandy, it's Louvre. If you see me, can you try to reach me? Because I don't know, I cannot find the thing to contact you anymore. They changed something in the setting. Maybe here. Okay. I invited you, and you may see something on your screen. And they said you decline, so I accept. Okay, voila. So now we're gonna succeed, I guess. So I accepted you, Brandy. So I think it's working right now. Let's see. It's really weird because sometimes I change the settings. Like, for example, now I realize, I invite you again, I realize that I cannot put music on my post. So it's really strange. So I invited you, Brandy. So maybe you just have to click somewhere and we're going to be live together. You never did. So Brandy never did that, and for her, it's like something new. But I think we're going to succeed in that. Let's see. I invite you again. So you have to click somewhere. I invited you. Oh, they said you are unable to join. I cannot believe it. We start again. We do again. Okay, I invite you. Why? Let's see how this is going. So, did you get my invitation? Oh, this is not so easy. Yeah, it's really weird because I invite you and you have just to click somewhere. I don't know on the other side how it is, but you just have to click and we should be live together. Let's see. So maybe you found it. So this is, the thing when we are direct and not prepared, I would say not registered, because I don't record. So it's just spontaneous in the moment. Oh, I have a message saying that you are unable to join. This is really weird. How is your connection where you are? Okay, I accept. I am accepting you. So Hamburg. Oh, you saw me today in the TV. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is really strange. I don't know. Can you send me a link with this, please? Judy, could be really nice. I don't know what it's about. So let's see if we succeed again. I invite you again, Brandy. I invite you. So let me check if I have some messages. Yeah, I see you are here, darling. I see you, but why you cannot reach the live? You should be able to. It said that you are unable to join. This is really weird. Do you have maybe too much windows open on your phone? This is possible sometimes. Sometimes I discover that in Safari I have hundreds of windows open. So if you have too many windows open or app open, it can really also make unable to do the connection. So maybe you can check that. I am going to invite you again. Okay. Let's see if we succeed in something.
Hi,
Hey, we
finally.
did it!
We did it. So
Ah,
nice to see your
Brandy.
beautiful face. Hi.
Yeah, and yours too. Oh my
Thank you.
goodness. I don't know what happened because I had this message you were unable to join.
Right. And I kept waiting to see where can I join. And right now I did something and it popped and I was like, okay, great. We're good.
So now you know you are not virgin anymore of live
Thank
video.
you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put this down. Okay, so I'm at the studio.
Yeah, I see. I see.
I don't know if it's okay, but I was thinking I could do some radio frequency on my face. If you think that's not good, then I'm okay with that too.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
So, yeah, and how you been since last day?
Great. And everything has been so nice. Everything has been really good. My daughter's getting better. I've been really busy at work, and
Yeah,
I'm just loving being here and having all of this to take care of. It's actually pretty nice.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It was really amazing. I really enjoyed the session, and it was really, really, really a great time together.
it
So,
was.
yeah,
I'm still very not surprised because it felt so organic and so nice, but just I love it. It was nice. It was a great experience. It makes you
yeah,
smile every time I think about it, and I
yeah.
get very giddy. So it
You know,
totally
it's
has
what
made my time.
yeah, it is really what is amazing is how life bring me toward you, you know,
Huh.
and what you were because all the two other ones were not working, and it was really
Correct.
strange. And I end up there, and we had this time together, and it was really, really amazing. So I wanted to have this discussion about how you decided, for example, to do what you do now, to do this job that before you were not doing this at all, and how this happened to be a change in your life.
Um, it really started with the closing down of the restaurant that I was working for
Yeah,
at the time.
it was in
And
2020, huh? It's that.
yes, 2020. Yeah, it was right before 2020, but it was very close to everything was closing down. I don't have the dates exact, but everything was closing down, and the restaurant I worked for closed down. And I'm home and sitting like, okay, now what? And my instinct, being that I have experience on being unemployed, is to apply for assistance. And at the time, they were providing a lot of assistance for rent, electricity, and things that you needed.
Yeah,
And so I did. I started applying for everything, and a family member of mine, of ours, the family, knew about this and was doing this. And her place of business closed too. And she called me. She said, "Hey, do you want to train?" And I said, yes, please. I advise everyone to whoever is offering you a type of training, take it. You never know what this training is going to lead to,
Yeah.
what doors is going to open for you. And I've been the type that, yeah, whatever it takes, show me how to do it. And so we did. And she showed me absolutely everything that I needed to know, to the point that I feel confident having family members come over to my
Yeah.
home.
So you were doing what you are actually doing right now on yourself?
Yes, this is radio frequency facial.
Yeah.
And what it does, it helps align your lymphatics so it detoxifies. So it takes away some of that puffiness that you have in your face from chemicals and your body not draining properly. It
Yeah.
also helps with scars, wrinkles. If you have any type of like jiggleness in your face, on your skin, it tightens your skin, it boosts your collagen. I mean, it's amazing for a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed the session on my belly last day. I really loved it. And I don't know how long do I need to wait between two sessions.
Usually, I do it once a week. Um,
Okay.
if you go more than once a week, it's good. It's like you can go up to 2 weeks before you start to see slowness in the area. And we
Yeah.
have to take advantage of the momentum of the area being activated and things happening. So
Yeah.
it has to be some consistency to it. I wouldn't suggest going more than 3 weeks because of the same things starts to slow down and you
Yeah.
have to get that going again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
every once a week or every other week would be the
Okay.
most indicated.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see how it goes for me because I don't feel now to come. I think I really know my body and I will feel when it's time and I will contact you.
Yes.
And
And I'll be here for you. You
yeah.
have a little bit. It was almost nothing. You did so amazing. You looked so amazing.
Yeah, but you know, it's like my other followers told me this morning in an email, she put on 5 kilos and me, I put on 4 kilos. And for me, it's a lot. I'm not used about that, you know, so it
Right.
has been like, wow, and no exercising for months. I am starting, I'm really happy because I found again my routine and every day I do like
Yay.
1 hour, a little
I
bit the
love
morning, a
that.
little bit, yeah, and I'm very happy about that. And I needed something to motivate me. And this was the thing to motivate me, you know. And I'm really, I did it because I feel what happened this evening. I was feeling really relaxed and really tired, if I can
Yes.
say tired,
Yes.
and I just wanted to sleep, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Recovery time.
yeah,
Yes.
and what happened is that the presence you brought during the session for 1 hour on my belly
Yes.
made me be more present to my belly,
Yes.
more in tune, more in tune with that part of my body. Like if I am inhabiting more that part now
Yes.
and connect more with it and send more love to it and more intention. And when I do my exercise, I do this
More
kind of,
intentional is the perfect word.
yeah, Pilates breathing that I'm doing. I feel really it's working really deep.
Oh, I love that. That is such a great
And I connect to
great
the
exercise.
session, and I have the feeling that connecting to the session, what would say frequency,
Yes.
makes the work continue. Connecting with my mind to that when I do my exercises,
Yes.
make the session like if it's continuing.
It is.
You see?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
I love it. I love how if you do get in tune with your body and talk to it and ask for things, it will do it, but it has to all connect from your mind to your body, to your heart, to your desires. And then, like you said, bring it to light, bring it out of me, help me with this. And
Yeah.
get me there and be more intentional when it
Yeah.
comes. Yes.
Because what is going on is that if we have negative thought about our body, it's like a spiral down circle.
Yes, it
But
is.
when we have a little motivation like that,
Mhm.
the down spiral circle is not anymore there.
No, it feels
So
with
the
more purpose.
brain is
Hmm.
connected to something more evolving, more with, I would say, a higher frequency.
Yes.
And we don't focus negatively on the part that has some,
No.
issue or some concern.
Correct.
So it's something to see with the brain, and like a muscle. Like these days, I'm also training again my right leg that I had injured since like 2 years. Not really a lot of pain, but I arrived to the point without doing exercise that I lost all my muscles in my butt, in my hips, and my
Wow.
hips were not supported, and so my on the right side, and my right foot starting to hurt me, especially when I was in south of France and I did a hike of 11 kilometers,
Oh wow.
and after I've not done exercise for months. So my foot was really, really painful, really swollen. And I say, okay, I have to work on that. And like by chance, like I said last day, I've been online, and like by chance, the universe brought some video of YouTube regarding that part and showing me that if I stimulate the muscles of my hips and my butt,
Yep.
this is going to help my foot and my knee.
Yep.
So my knee was not really painful, but I noticed, and this made me remember that in 2016, when my father passed away, I was at that time I was doing yoga every single day. I was
Yep.
in Malibu, I was in amazing shape, I was walking every day in the water, and I was doing yoga every morning. And
Wow.
suddenly I realized that my right leg was not supporting me anymore. Suddenly. And I say, wow. And I knew because I learned for years in Paris
Yeah.
the connection of the body, the physical body, and when psychologically there is something and the part of the body. So this was connected to the masculine.
Yep.
And my father, I realized, oh yeah, my father passed away. I
Yep.
don't have the support anymore.
Trauma.
And it has been like, okay. And I forgot about that. And when I started to work again these days, I say, oh, it's true. I forgot that my leg in 2016 was not supporting me anymore.
Yeah.
And these two fall that I had these 2 last years, in fact, increase in a way
Wow.
the weakness of that leg.
Oh
For
wow.
me to go back differently and maybe in a deeper way of investigating the weakness, not only physically,
Correct.
but the fact to work on the physical part of it goes in the other direction.
Yeah.
Also work on the psychological and the maybe the soul that has been hurt also by
Yes.
the death of the father. So it's a lot of one. It's amazing because it goes both way. If we
Yeah.
work on the physical, it work on the other levels.
You
If we
have to.
work on other levels and we work in analyze of psychology or any kind of subtle, things, it works on the physical. The physical is transforming too. So it's for that, it's nice to have a global approach and to really feel that we are wellness. It's
Yes.
not only the physical body. It's
Correct.
also the way we think, the way the belief system we have.
Yes.
Recently I had an exchange with a friend and she said, oh, I'm not someone negative. I'm not someone. And, but what about the negative energy? And I say, no, for me, there are no positive or negative energy. There
Mhm.
is the energy and
Yeah.
there is different kind of frequency. You
Yes.
can be on a lower frequency. You can call it negative. I don't call it negative. It's a lower frequency and I
Yep.
can feel it when I go down. Or it's
Yep.
a higher frequency and I
Yep.
can feel it when I go higher, like maybe with the music or something beautiful that feed my soul and my
Yep.
frequency raise.
Correct.
And it's not bad or good. It's just bad or good. It's a word that we put on that, and after it's our belief system.
Yes.
But it's not like that.
I don't
But
think so
in
either.
fact, it's not. Sure, it's something that is make you feeling bad,
Yes.
but it's how do you think about it? It's a way
How do you perceive it?
yeah, the way,
How do you allow it to affect
and
your
how
life?
we word it, the word
Yes.
we put on that,
Yes.
because the words are very important. The vibration of the words are very important.
Insane.
Yeah. And someone is always give this example of the glass half full of half, empty. And
Yes.
it's true. Some people, even, and because you share a lot about your life, you had very, very difficult, challenging times.
I
Very
have.
much. I'm
Yeah.
amazed. And but you always found the positive thing, and and like by chance always brought you to be in touch with people who helped you. It's amazing.
Yes. It's a
It's
state of mind. It
yes,
always is a state of mind. How you feel, it's all in your head and on your, like you say, your energy, your frequency. When you allow things to affect you too much to the point you change the rhythm of your frequency, things starts to go worse. When you complain about things,
yeah,
that's when things start to really take on a different shape. The shape you gave them, which is worried, which is stressed, which is sleepless nights. You
yeah,
compromise so much for an energy that you only want the one that holds it, how all of it, and you decide how you want to perceive that energy. Are you going to let it affect you to the point where your consequences are your health, and
yeah,
then everything else is like a chain reaction? And so it's definitely a decision that you have to make, whether it's I'm gonna come to the world with all of my good intentions in my whole heart, and I'm not going to allow anything to change that, because then it will change the outcome of my life.
yeah. And it's also amazing how our children, because you have 5 kids, it's amazing. How our children also, in a way, that are a kind of prolongation of our unconscious.
Yes.
How they are there, and for by them we
Yes.
have to go beyond our
Let me tell you.
personal difficulty.
Yes. A child motivates you, like for me, for my personal experience that I can speak for myself, my children have motivated me to overcome so many things in my life. And I always talk about them like my superpower. That anytime I doubted anything that was going on, that it made me doubt the goodness of what we were doing and why I was doing things, I thought of them, and I just couldn't have a negative thought about it, because
Mm,
it's like it has to work. There's no other way.
yeah,
So I took that on, and I took it very seriously. To me, there's nothing more serious about me than being a mom, being taking care of my children, being there for them, and keeping healthy. And
yeah, and you have been mom very young,
yes,
younger than me.
yes, very, very young. It
Yeah,
was definitely life changing, to say the least. Very
yeah,
much life changing.
but you found a way. Me, I found a way to get out of my family because it was not pleasant to be at home, and I found a way,
Yes.
And you too, and you are from Honduras, and you
Yes,
were living in a very difficult family situation,
I
and you found
was.
a way.
Yes.
And it's amazing because the choices we made, how they bring us, because at the
Yeah.
moment it's a question almost or life or death.
Yes.
We cannot continue in a certain way because we feel that we are in danger. And we have
Yeah.
to find something that sometimes is not really what is the best in the moment, but
Correct.
it's the best in the moment to get out of the dangerous situation.
It is. It is. And when you see the outcome of it all and it plays out in your head and you think about all of the things that happen, you almost think about it and you say, you know what, if I have to do it again, I would, because it led me here.
Yeah.
And I have the children that I have, and I met the people that I've met, and the world, I searched for a better space, for a better place, and I found it. And if I ever had any doubt in my childhood that there was no one looking after me, it totally changed that. Sometimes it's not so much the physical people that's supposed to take care of you, but there's also higher energy, higher power that comes to your aid and
Yeah.
gives you that strength. And when
Yeah.
you feel alone, you're not. You never are alone. And one of the things that I remember is how everyone says, "Oh, you're born alone," and I'm like, "No, you're not. Your mother's there. She's there. So you're not born alone."
Mm, mm, mm,
And
mm.
and so for me, I take that very, very to my heart, because then I felt like, no, I was never on my own. And when I have my children, I have them to give me strength.
Yeah.
And my strength was tested time after time, but I never give up. I never complained. I never felt a victim. I just felt that this was just what needed to happen for me to move up to the next level of my
Yes,
life.
it's that. Yeah. And you had different next level, like you've been homeless as well with children, and it's something very hard to go through.
Yeah.
And you never put your arms down. You
No.
always found a way. And like something also you told me was really showing when you are on a certain, we can say, frequency that is quite, not on the fear and all that, like by chance you don't attract the
Yeah.
trouble, because
Yeah.
being homeless with children, like you told me, you never been attacked, you
Nope.
never had trouble, you
Nope.
always found people to help you.
Yes. It was, that's when I realized that my children were my superpower. I
Yeah.
felt like I wasn't even there. I remember there was times, because we were staying in shelters, and the shelters don't allow you to hang out. You can't just
Yeah.
hang out here.
Oh,
Once you're there, your spot is reserved, but you can't just hang around and do nothing. You have to
yeah.
leave. So we will leave. I'll get my children ready, fed, and I didn't have a vehicle, so we walked
How many
everywhere.
children did you had at that time?
At the time, I had three
Oh my
already.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I had three. I had a stroller, and that stroller carried our entire life. And every one of my children had a little backpack with their belongings, as much as we can carry. And I remember asking my oldest daughter, I totally forgot what we ate. Totally
Mm.
left my mind. Like, what did we eat?
Mm.
And she said to me, Mom, we ate a lot of peanut butter and jelly. You had a bag of food with you, and whenever we were hungry, that's what you would give us. And I was just like, oh my God, it really brought me to tears, because I said, wow, my life has gone so well
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I forgot. But it made me a little bit sad that my daughter remembered. And that was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, but
it,
look, like you told me, your children as well, they are so wise.
yes, very much so.
Amazing. At
Yes,
this age, how wise they are.
yes,
But also, I guess, because I went through these things as well.
yes. It
And
has been, I feel that my oldest two children are the ones that remember the most. And I feel very close to them, because that's something that no one can ever take away from us. It was such a hardship,
mm,
and we have taken it in our hearts, and it feels like no matter where do we get in life, we always remember the hard times, and it keeps you so humble. Like, it really does. I
yeah,
never thought that I could say being homeless will humble you for the rest of your life, but it does.
yeah,
It
exactly,
really does.
exactly. And
And you see
grateful.
people that are homeless, and it hits right to your heart,
Mm,
right to your heart. And I was not in that excessiveness of homelessness, but nevertheless, I didn't have a place to go. We ride on buses a lot. The
hmm.
drivers knew us. They knew that we were struggling. They knew something. They never asked me anything. But we would sit at the very end in a little corner just for us. And, I would entertain my children however I could. And we played with each other. And I made it seem like it wasn't so bad because we
Yeah.
had each other.
Yeah.
And that was more than we can even hope for. So it was great. It was fine. Nobody
Mm.
ever bothered us, even though we were in public transportation, we were at malls, parks, movie
Mm.
theaters. We found places to be at for long periods of time.
Mm.
And it was never, again, something that we were like, oh my God, we have to go do that. It was just like, okay, well, we got to do what we got to do, baby. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what did happen when you've been out of this? What something did happen when?
What happened? I went through a lot of trials and tribulations with several people, went to the homelessness, and then I came back here to the desert. At the time that I was homeless, I was in the Bay Area,
Ah,
Salinas.
okay. Yeah.
It's excessively expensive to afford anything, especially being a mom of three.
Mm.
So I came back here. I had some family here, some friends that were like family and family. And I moved here and I struggled a little bit more, but I found a guardian angel that helped me find a place to live.
Ah,
And it's an income based place, and I've been there for 20 years.
yeah.
So my life completely changed a whole 360. And even saying that feels so good to me
Mm.
because not only was rental affordable, but it was safe for my children, for them to grow up. The school is wonderful. I made neighbors that are now my family,
Mm.
and we're still there, and we are part of the place. And I don't know. I just think about it being somewhere else, and I just don't know if that would be something that it will have to be something very special because where I
Mm.
live is actually very affordable. And it
Yeah.
has helped me greatly. Again, it changed my life.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also with the change after working in a restaurant and after in 2020 with the COVID situation,
Yes.
stopping that and founding something else and now doing
Yes.
something where you are your own boss. And
Yes.
this is fantastic, you know?
It is. It really is. I have a I have a very fast life, and I love it, and I wouldn't change it for anything. But to sit with myself and think of that, it does make me emotional. But it
Mm.
always makes me so grateful that I found something that I love to do. Versus, I don't get me wrong, I love doing what I did before, and I did it with all of the pride and all of the work. But it was a lot of work, and I
Sure.
missed on my children's time and life and other things. And now that I'm here, that I can make my own hours, and I can, be able to be there for my children, it's like a dream.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it's really interesting because it's not by chance I arrive at your place,
Yes.
because we exchange a lot about your life and about my life too. And
Yes. Thank you for sharing.
and in fact, when you do the treatment, all this all this caring that you gave in difficult situation to your children,
Yes.
during the session you care a lot. We feel that you are really good to give
Yes.
your attention and to give. Sure, it's your job and you are paid for that, and
Yes.
but it's beyond doing a job.
It
It's
is.
really caring and wanting to give the best for people. Like it was really an amazing experience.
Thank
So it's
you.
for that I
Appreciate
wanted
that.
people to know uh, that there are people who are doing session and there are people who are doing other kind of deeper session, you know,
Yes.
that are more full, that are not because you do a session of ultrasound or thing. You do that, but back of that, there is all the appreciation of the life you had will bring you now to do
Yes.
this. And
Yes.
it's full. It's like, for me, it was like a balm to be taken care of, you know.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's that, and I wanted to share with my followers that,
Thank
because
you.
if some of them are interested to go in Palm Desert or Palm Spring or area,
And that's so,
it would
yeah.
be nice that they be in touch with you to enjoy your
Yes.
caring
Yes.
and also to support you for sure,
Thank
but
you.
to
Yes.
enjoy, to be pampered, to be really
It's an
uh,
experience. I like
loved.
to provide an experience.
Yeah, yeah,
And I want you to feel cared for and appreciated, and know that you made the right decision to come here. I manifest my clients, all of them,
mm,
and I always think of who would I like to have here, and I always think of someone with a positive energy, with good intentions and an open heart, so that I can do what I do and not only help them with what I do, but also make a connection and let them know that it's not just about an exchange of money or an
yeah,
exchange of, it is an exchange of energy overall. And I want the energy to always be positive. And so I like to transmit that by how I care for you while the treatment is taking place, whether we do a 30-minute or an hour and a half.
yeah,
It doesn't stop just because I already met you and we talked. No, I continue to provide the same care, the same service, and to give you the best of my knowledge.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's and it makes a big difference
it
when
does.
there is consciousness, you know.
Yes,
It's a total different experience, and
it
I
is.
am amazed. I understand even more why I have these two cancellation before. You see
Me
how it
too.
is. It's amazing. It really
I
is. I'm
love it.
like, I
I love
cannot
it.
believe it, you know.
Yes,
And I was not upset or yeah, this is not. Say okay.
correct.
I was a little bit like not really precise the first time. It's okay. It's not a mistake. It's just that I was not really there. And the second time, it's not working again. So
Correct.
where life is bringing me, you know.
I love
and,
it. It was
and you
great.
see,
And we connected right away.
yeah,
You contacted me. I contacted you right back. You made the appointment. It happened like a flow.
yeah.
From
And
that experience
your
to,
little room is like cozy and
yes,
simple, and
yes,
you feel like in a womb, in a nest. For
yes.
me, it's really nice. Nothing fancy, but really
No, no,
minimalist and
very
great.
wholesome, very humble, very
Yeah,
just what I need.
yeah, exactly. We go to the
Nothing extreme.
essential. Yeah.
Yes. I
Yes.
feel like that it definitely describes my personality, and I like to make people feel that way. I feel that it's part of for the hardships of my life. They, instead of hardening me, they made me softer. They made
Mm.
me more aware, more in tune of basic human needs. A smile, a bright smile with intention, not just okay. I don't like that. I like to smile with my whole face, with my eyes,
Oh
and
yeah.
I like to show that I'm genuinely happy to make the connection, whether it's just someone passing by, someone that I'm dealing at the store. It doesn't matter. I will give you
Yeah.
attention and I will show you appreciation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those things, sometimes you don't know how much they make someone's day. They could have had someone awful before me, or they could have gone through something traumatic that morning. And we don't know. We all hide
Sure.
behind the pretense
Sure.
of I'm okay because I don't want to feel that right now.
Yeah.
And being that I became so in tune with all of my goings on, now I practice it, and I don't know how to be different.
Yeah.
My girls tell me I'm like such a mom. I'm like, yes, I am a mom.
And you are so young, and you are really young with 5 children that
Yes.
already grown. It's amazing, So you have a
Yes.
whole life ahead of you.
They feel
And
like my siblings. I It's very difficult for me to not to connect, but to relate to them.
mm,
To relate as a parent, as an adult, because we're so close in age. My daughter and I are 14 years apart. and my son and I are 16 years apart. And so I feel like it's a very close gap to have children and to not feel somewhat of like we grow up together.
Mm.
And that's what it was. And
Yeah.
you can sugarcoat it, you can go around it, but at the end of the day, yeah, it was a child raising more children. And yeah, we were a lot like siblings, but I always asserted my, not my authority, but more of like my knowledge of like, I got you. I will take care of you. I don't know
Mm.
how, but I
Mm.
will.
Mm.
And that made me close to my children, and they respected my guidance.
Yeah.
And it got us to places where now we're stable. And although we went to this ordeal, my children are doing great, and I'm very proud of them, and I do all that I can to show them that I'm there for them. And it's been amazing.
And you are a grandmother already?
Yes, I have a 9-year-old grandchild as well,
My
which I'm very
goodness.
proud to say my daughter had, not as a teen mom, but she was already 20 years old, and that to me meant a big deal. She was a breaker of those things that happen in your family and they go on too long, being a teen parent. And that was all that I really wanted her to wait. I
Mm.
didn't want none of the hardships that I endured pass on to her. And it was very important to me. And she listened. She graduated high school, and right after high school, she had her baby, and I adore him beyond all words.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes, I
Oh
get
my
to
goodness.
experience my daughter one more time in a different life with a different environment, of a more of a stable place with a stable heart, not always concerned and worry about something. And
Mm.
so my attention is very much dedicated to him, and he knows it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yes,
fantastic. It's
it
really
is very
amazing.
sweet. I
Yeah.
enjoy our relationship very much. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's such a young grandmother. My goodness.
Yes. My goal is to be able to run circles around him for a long time. So
Oh,
I try to
yeah.
keep up. Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. So far,
Oh,
I'm doing good.
yeah, this is good, Brandy. It's really
Thank you.
good.
I
Yeah.
appreciate all of your time and support and kind words. And I thought of this expression, and I thought of the highest form of compliment that someone can give from one to another. And it's
Mm.
what you did for me.
Oh, yeah.
That to me
You
still
know,
gets me a little teary
I'm
eyed.
not someone who sugarcoat people. I can't.
Right.
But I am able to appreciate when there is, someone to appreciate or something to appreciate. And I'm saying it.
Thank you.
I'm not, but I never sugarcoat people. I can't. It's not
Thank
I'm not an hypocrite.
No.
I say things. Sometimes I am a little bit too straightforward, and some people can feel not really, but I cannot faint. I cannot be untrue. But when I feel something that is really beautiful and strong, and we cried together, and we had this beautiful time together, a
Yes.
lot of love and emotion,
Yes.
I go for it. I let it be, and
Yes.
and
It was very unexpected for me, but
yeah, and
it
me
felt
too,
so
me too.
genuine.
It's
It
for
was so
that
genuine.
it's such a miracle that I had these two cancellation before, and we had this amazing time together, and
Yes.
and I say we have to do something. We have people as to know that you are out there and that you can, eventually make them having some motivation to take care of them, or
Always.
this. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Any sort of positive outcome, it's wonderful and it's welcome. Whether having more connections with other people, or being
yeah,
more aware of other people's feelings, or coming to a place to help you push yourself into your health goals. Because to me, this is not just body positivity and body
sure,
image, it's an overall health goal. And I'm just a provider of a portion of what it takes to do
Sure.
body
And
goals.
you can speak about that because you told me that you lost 60 pounds.
I did.
So you did a lot of work on yourself, on your
Still
health, and on
going.
your, yeah.
Still going. And
Yeah. So
having
it's,
twins really did a number in my body. And I was not ready for it. Nobody tells you. And you just go at it just like any other parent, but it's two, plus the three I already had, which were they were all teenagers. So all of that really got me in a very flight and fight mode. Like I was always on. I was always on when I was coming home at 3 in the morning from working bartending shift, night closing, because it was more convenient due to the babysitting arrangement. And it's just going and going and
mm,
gaining so much weight. I mean, I gained, let me see, those 60 pounds within, I don't know, 7, 8 months.
wow.
Yeah. And I can now go back and think like that was that I was depressed.
Yeah, the
Depressed and I was
stress and
eating.
yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I was eating food is comfort. And before you know it, I'm a size 16 going on a size 18 and I'm big everywhere. I mean, everywhere. There was no hiding it.
Mm,
And recovering from twins takes longer than regular birth. It takes about 2 to 3 years before your body is complete. Well, not completely, but to
yeah,
a place where more or less normal. And I was not aware of that either. So all of this up and down is happening, and I'm completely oblivious, just going, 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 until I have a slip and fall, and my hips were injured, and I couldn't take a step.
mm,
I couldn't take a step, and I went to a chiro, and this chiro was very honest, looked me right to my face, and told me to my face, "You're a very tiny lady. Your frame is small. It cannot carry all of this excess weight. You have to do something about it."
mm,
And that was what I needed. I needed someone
yeah,
to be honest.
yeah,
So honest with me that it moved me to a different, and of course, my situation, of course, moved me as well. But to know that that was the problem and that's what was going to help me get back into a better shape
mm,
and to be there for my children. Because at the time, my kids are 8 months and not even a year old, and there's two. And then my teenagers are teenagers. And I just can't afford to be bound to a chair. I can't afford to
yeah,
be not present and not available. And so all of these things are coming to my mind. I had my guardian angel, who's a sister to me now. She lived in San Pedro. I called her and I said, "Look, this is what's happening. This is what happened." I made it to the Cairo on tears. Like I was in so much pain, you have no idea.
mm,
She dropped everything, packed up her life, and moved in with me.
wow.
Moved in with me to help me with my children and got me this tiny stationary bike. The smallest one you can get for $120. That's Amazon.
Okay.
And she said, "Here you go. Do your thing." And man, I did. I did.
Mm,
I jumped on the bike like it owed me money. And I paddled and I paddled. And I used to wrap myself with sweatbands. And I was just on this goal of losing this weight so that
mm,
I can be there for my children. When they were about 2 years old, I bought a little red wagon. And I used to lay them out with blankets, the snacks, and a pillow, and I would take them 5 miles around my area.
yeah,
Yeah, and people look at me like I was crazy, and that was okay. I didn't mind the looks. I don't know if they were looks of like, "Yeah, girl, go get it," or like, "What is she doing?" I
yeah,
didn't care. I was just on my mission. And they remember this was so much fun. They're like, "It was so much fun, Ma, because we were just being passed
yeah,
around on a
yeah.
wagon."
You found a way to do some boot camp.
I did. I did. And little by little, I changed my diet from regular food to vegetarian. And that helped me so much.
Mm,
And I went from that size 16, 18 to a size 6 and 4. And I dropped down to 164 pounds from 220.
wow.
But this is years in. It wasn't like something that happened out of nowhere. No, this is years of consistent eating well,
Sure.
consistent physical activity. Prior to that, I have never exercised in my life.
Yeah.
Maybe a little walk here and there, maybe a little
But now you are walking every day.
6 months, 6 miles a day. I
Wow.
walk 3 miles in the morning and I walk 3 miles in the evening. And I feel great. I tell my coworker, your body, when you start doing things like this, craves it. It tells
Yeah,
you. It
exactly.
tells you it wants that energy. It doesn't want to indulge. It doesn't want to sit and watch TV. It wants you to go and be active.
Exactly.
And you have to
Exactly.
listen and go take it for a walk. You don't have to go to no gym. You don't have to have
Mm.
equipment. Put your walking shoes on and go and walk. I started with
Mm.
2 miles. I'm up to 6 miles. And I
Mm.
love that. I would not never done it if I wouldn't continue myself. Like everyone else, I have my ups and downs and I slow down
Sure.
and all of that. But I've never completely just let go of it. It is not
Mm.
in my head no more. To me, this is a commitment for a lifetime. For
Yeah.
as
Oh,
long
yeah.
as I live, I'm going to be active, to be
Yeah.
able to enjoy life without pain, without excessive weight, without that tiredness and fogginess that comes from,
Mm.
like you say, vibrating low.
Mm. Mm.
You're
Mm. Mm. Mm.
vibrating low. The
Yeah.
world can definitely do that to you. Responsibilities, stress, it does that to you.
Yeah.
And you have to make time. Just make time for
Yeah, because
yourself.
this is like a dynamo. More we move, more things are moving in and out, and also
Yes,
in the social life, and also it's creating the flow. And
it
it's
is.
so if we are stagnant, everything is stagnant.
Yep.
Opportunities are not coming. If we stay on the couch in front of TV, but I don't have a coach, I don't have TV. But if we are
See?
like that,
Yeah.
uh, and we are stuck on our
Yep.
nasty
Yep.
food and thing,
You're doing nothing.
nothing else can come.
No.
It's up to us to make a change, to take a decision, to and sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's really like you had pain. It was hard at the beginning, but
Yeah.
you also dare to ask for help to someone.
Yes.
And this is important too,
Yes.
to have the humility to be humble and ask for help.
Yes. It's a big deal. It's a
Yeah.
big deal because some of us feel that we're not gonna be heard, we're not gonna be listened, and or we've been turned down too many times, or people haven't come to our aids, and we're fragile, and not being assisted gets to us, and we start to build too big of
Mm.
walls around us, and our energy is closed off, and people sense that, they feel that.
Yeah. And when you move like that every day and you do something and you go out and you walk and things, it shows to the universe that you are open to have a flow, to be part of the big dance of the universe.
It's
Because
my
instead,
favorite time to manifest. It
yeah,
really is.
yeah,
My mind is clear. I feel good. My body's activated. My energy is at an all-time high. And that's
mm,
when I start manifesting things that I want and things that I desire and things for other people and just feel good and make the
yeah.
most of it. And I take photos of the sunset and I take photos of the mountains and I enjoy my walks. I see the people, the trees. I talk to the trees.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. I talk to the trees, I talk to the rocks,
I
for
talk to
sure.
the trees, to the birds, the same for
Yeah,
me, to the everyone that I see, the dogs that bark. I say hello. I don't always think they're being territorial or mean. I feel like they just want to say hi.
yeah, it's
So I
true.
assume they want to say
Like,
hi to my
yeah, it's
baby.
true. This morning I was shooting for my scarf, and suddenly I saw my bird. He was right there,
Yes.
and he was like looking at me, wondering what is she doing there, because
Right.
he's used to see me here to give him food, and I was
Oh.
right there in the on the grass,
Yes.
and he was watching me and say, "What are you doing there?"
How sweet is that? It's
It
the
was so
best.
funny.
It's the best. It's being present, being in tune,
Yeah.
being mindful, and paying attention. You know,
Yeah,
it's
because
okay.
you were speaking about manifesting. Me, I don't use this term. For me, it's be able to see what is right there, but I was not able to see if I was not present.
That's right. That's right.
Because things are there all the time. It's just up to us to be present, and also that the opportunity to see this or this or this thing happen in that time because it's the right time.
Correct.
Because this is something I was thinking when I was very young. I was seeing the synchronicities and things that where I was thinking of something and it was showing up in my life. I said, what
Yeah.
is that? Did I manifest it, or did this thing was there and I'm now able to see it because it's when I need it, you know?
Correct.
And I understood that we are in, I was already see life like multidimensional, but I understood that there are multidimensions. Everything is already somewhere there, but
Yes.
it's just up to be able to see the thing when it's time for us to see it and to need it.
Yes.
And it's like magical
It is, isn't
because
it?
more
It's
we are
beautiful.
aware of that process,
Yes.
more it's become like,
Like nothing.
yeah,
It flows. It
it
comes right to
flows.
you.
And every time I'm amazed, I'm like, oh, this is amazing again. But it's part of a kind of normal thing in daily life after more
Yes.
and more because it's coming more and more.
Yes, and it shows appreciation in your part by being surprised about it. Not because I didn't ask for it and I didn't see it, but because it's joyful to be able to connect to that level.
Exactly, because this is a thing of the soul. The
Yes,
soul loves to be at joy, to enjoy, to
exactly.
and more we are, like you said, grateful and being a positive way to see things. More the
Yes.
soul, less the soul is under pain and stress, and more happy. And more the soul is happy, that is our invisible side, our
Yep.
invisible being, our higher
Yep.
self. It
Yep.
manifests more and more because we are connecting with it more and
We
more
are
by
connecting with them
happiness,
more.
you
That's
know?
right.
And it's what is going on. More we are in that thing of appreciating even little things that we see,
Little
or
things.
just the
Yes.
fact to be able to walk, or to have water
Correct.
to drink.
Yes.
The soul is happy and the soul manifests more and more. Our invisible side,
I feel like we
our
beam.
guide us
We're like
more and
beaming.
more. Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a beam happening around us,
exactly,
and that beam
exactly,
starts to get higher and higher and starts touching other parts of places where we need to be.
exactly.
And yeah, and sometimes, I don't know if it happens to you, but sometimes I do feel that light, especially when kids and animals come to me.
Oh yeah, oh
That's
yeah,
how I know that I'm beaming very highly because
yeah,
it's such a pure encounter to
yeah,
have. And
yeah,
I enjoy adult connections and human connection. I do enjoy that too. But something about a child and a pet or an animal is just so genuine,
yeah.
And so to me, it's like, oh, yes, it's great.
I play this kind of, it's not a game, it's just funny. I'm rarely in a city or in a town or something. But when I
Yes,
am in the street somewhere, it can be in Palm Spring here, and I'm walking and I see, for example, someone holding a baby.
yes,
And I am already sending love to that baby. And
yes.
the funny thing is that when they cross me, the baby is looking at
Yep,
me,
like
you
this,
know,
all the
because
way
the
back.
connection was already there. Even if the baby was, I was seeing only the back, I was already sending love to that little
Yep,
being.
yep,
And and when we crossed, the baby watched me, and the eyes are so deep
yep.
because the connection and the invisible was already there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's very joyful. I do truly enjoy those moments of connecting with children and
yeah,
animals and just have that feeling of like, okay, you see me too. I see you too, baby.
yes,
I see you
exactly.
too.
Exactly. Like when
Yes.
my bird is coming, and he stay there. He's not begging any food. He just come at one
Yeah.
point and stay
The
beside.
energy is the
Yeah.
energy that flows from
I'm like,
you.
okay,
Yes.
it's our moment.
I told my daughter, I'm like, I feel like I'm talking to a celebrity. Oh my God.
No,
I
not
was
at
like, she's texting me. Oh my God.
all.
I'm very, very
Okay.
much appreciative of the
Oh,
connection. And
Brandy.
I understand that you get busy and you do so much with your time. And I do appreciate you making the time to introduce
Oh,
me and
it's my
to
pleasure. I
show me
wanted to
love.
share this with you and with people and to show how going in hardship also can stimulate the resilience
Yes.
because you are really the proof of being someone resilient.
Thank you.
We have not been in details of your life. I know more details that are like that amazed me, and I was like, how it's possible to get out of this, to go through this, to wow, yeah, it's really fascinating,
Thank
and I
you.
wanted to share this, and I think it's important for people to know that there is always a way to recover or to go beyond but it just
Have to
how how
believe.
how do we how do we think how do we how do we use our mental? Do we
Yes.
use it in a positive elevating way or
Yep.
just by always being mean with ourselves, castrating ourselves, seeing
Yep.
only the bad in ourselves? And
Yep.
there are two possibilities. So
Correct.
which one do we choose,
Yes.
and more we feed this elevation and more it's there and more we have idea and more we have options and more things are coming and
Yep.
it's
And
that.
it happens
So
when you least expect it too.
oh yeah,
And,
it's
and,
true.
and like you said, you're shocked that it happened, even though you've been and haven't really thought of anything else but that very thing that you. And when it happened, you're like, oh my God, it's here. I'm here. I'm actually here, and this is such a surreal feeling. But then again, it's like, don't give up on yourself. Keep going. Love yourself.
Yeah,
I feel that a lot of the times of our success and what we do, it comes from this internal love of how we want to
yeah,
feel about ourselves.
yeah.
In the sense of accomplishment and the sense of hard work takes over you.
And
And you
not
have no
not
other choice.
not judging yourself, not
Yes.
and this I has a feeling you got that very young, with
Yes.
what you told me about your experience when you quit Honduras. You got that feeling about not judging yourself at all in your condition,
Yes.
and you went for it, and it was like this is so important. A lot of people are judging themselves so much and so badly.
Yeah.
No, we are human beings and we
Yes.
have experiences.
You
We are
deserve better.
living experiences that are human experiences, and there is
Yes.
nothing to be ashamed or to be feeling wrong about that.
No. No,
And
you can. You
because
can
these
allow that to take over.
experiences make you here how you are here today.
Yes.
Yeah,
It truly has shaped my view in the world. And,
yeah,
and, and, and more than just a positive way, but I'm also very in tune and aware of the other side of things.
mm,
And it made me not be naive and not be always believing that yes, you may rely on people, yes, you may trust people, but not against your demise.
yes,
You can't
yeah,
do that. You
yeah,
have to be mindful of the energy that you also invite to your life when it comes to accepting help from others.
yeah,
What sources are you using really? Because relying on that and just letting someone else take on and take over, it brings that exchange of energy of, well, I can use that against you now.
mm,
And it taught me that at a super young age.
yes,
And energy exchange is a huge deal, and it's the most valuable, precious thing you have is your
mm,
energy,
mm,
and that's what people is attracted to.
yeah, sure,
Not, and of course, your physical appearance matters as well, but your overall energy does attract people, and they're not always have your best intentions, and they're not
mm,
always going to be happy for you, you know, even though they tell you to your face, no, you're so great, I love you, and you
Mm.
know, turn around and say something foul about you. And
You,
so
I told you that, and I'm telling you this again. You should write a book. Yeah.
I do. I've had
Because you
thought
write
about it.
very well as well. I got your
Yes.
messages, writing messages. You
Okay.
write very well. You
Do
should write.
so I didn't go to school to learn English.
No, no, you
I
speak better
picked it
English
out.
than me, and you write better English than me, and
Oh,
I
you're so
really
sweet.
appreciate. Yeah, you should write something because you are really talented for that. Really.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I
Mm.
always feel that my thoughts are all over and I end up saying something that
No,
I
no,
don't.
no, no, no. I was
Thank you.
impressed when I received your writing messages. I
Oh,
was
thank
like,
you.
wow,
That's so sweet. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. So do it. Try to do it. I know I'm
I,
projecting on you what I should do
no, no,
because
no.
I should write and I don't do it.
I've heard
But
it. The people that have heard part of my story, they be on amaze. They tell me the same thing. You should so write a book.
yeah, you
My
should.
daughter tells me I live many lives.
Yeah. Yeah, you should really write the book because you have a lot of material of life experiences. You've been through this difficult, really hardship with having 5 children.
Yes.
It's an amazing life, and I'm
Someone
sure
also
a lot
said
of
I
people
should do.
it can help a lot of people to go through their hardship as well.
Yes. Yes. Um, Someone also said I should do life coaching to kind of guide some people of going through hardships of how to go about.
Yeah.
It feels like a yarn, like wool of yarn that has been like
Yes.
this. And for
Yeah.
you to find that thread to unravel all of that yarn, it's such a hard place because you feel like you're just stuck in this muddle of all these things happening at the same time,
Mm.
and to know where to go and how to go about it. Okay, so what will be next? And I remember thinking of those steps that I needed to take. Okay, so in order to do this, I have to do this, this, and this, and talk to these people
Yeah.
and
This doesn't mean that it can apply to everyone, but it can give a kind of
perspective.
path.
Yes,
And
yes,
after people can adapt their
always, always.
line, through
Yes,
that.
like a
It can give
recipe.
a canvas, like a canvas, and after they
Correct.
can paint their own thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. What it feels good to you, how your flow is coming about, and where you are in life matters as well.
yeah,
And that's why it makes me a little. But I do try to listen and to give the best of not advice, but just my experience of how would I have dealt with something of that
sure,
nature.
sure.
And my phone battery is low.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just about witnessing about your experience because we
Thank you.
cannot give advices. We are not in the skin of
Correct.
someone else.
Correct.
But we can give witness about what we went through, and after people can maybe relate to something similar for them
Correct.
and adapt, found a solution, found a direction that can help them to get out of their,
Yes.
like stuck somewhere.
Yes.
And I think in this, I always say we are all public utility. We are all to help each of us. It was the word of Christ, about that. And I'm not
Yes.
speaking about religion at all. I'm just speaking about this beautiful energy of
Correct.
sharing and caring and loving and like brother and sisters
Building.
that we are, because we
Building.
are on that planet,
Yep.
and we are all humans, and we
Yes.
we have all the same needs, and our
Yes.
soul also has the same needs about beauty and about feeling secure and safe and enjoying life simply.
Correct.
So this is how we can help each of us, how we
Yes.
can, just by being present and witnessing about who we are
Okay.
with integrity and humbleness and just gratitude. And this
Correct.
is what I don't see. I don't believe in missions. I think this is
No.
just to be and just to be. That's it.
Yes. to be alive, to be present, to be aware. It's very important. And when things overwhelm us, a lot of negativity comes out. And I can say, whoever is listening, don't sit on that. Don't dwell on that. Don't let that negativity settle in your energy, in your life. Get up, go outside, look at the
How it's
sky.
possible to do the metamorphosis,
Yes,
What can be the tiny thing that can make transforming this pole to the other one,
correct, correct.
And sometimes it can be something physical, sometimes it can be something superficial that seems superficial,
A dream.
but yeah,
Sometimes it's a dream. Sometimes it's I don't know, a deja vu.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
they're very subtle confirmations, but they do show up. You just have to catch them and embrace them, and make them know that I see you, I feel you, and I'm here. Be present.
Yeah.
And if not, you do miss out. Having your head down all the time and not paying attention, looking around, you miss the world, and that's not a way to live. I'm
This is
sorry.
something I was speaking about many years ago. I discovered that long time ago. When I was walking, when I was in Paris, I was walking in the street. I was watching in front of me, but more down. And one day came to my mind the little voice inside say, "Why do you look down? Look up.
See, Chula.
Look straight in front of you."
Yeah.
And I was looking down because I was shy.
Aww.
And I realized that. And this changed totally my way to be because I was able to be more stand up,
Yep.
not looking like that, but looking
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And this opened totally my field of consciousness totally
Yes.
differently. I was in my mid-20s when I realized
Oh
that.
wow. Wow.
And I say, wow, my little voice told me, look there. And
Yes.
it's symbolic. It's that when you look down, it's narrow. Your field of vision is very narrow. When you raise yourself and you look far away, you open all this, and finally you open all this to these opportunities as well.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know?
Connections.
Yeah,
Those connections, they you are being perceived and perceiving back. It matters. The energy that you give up will find you back. And if you're closed up, the universe knows. And then sometimes, like you say, you're being shy. Sometimes we're not having a great day. Sometimes we're not even feeling well. It could be a multiple reasons, but at the end of the day, yeah, listening to that voice, internal voice, and paying attention does help. And it becomes a thing of you get used to listening, and you start paying attention to more than just what's in front of you, but what's also inside of you and a part of you.
yeah.
Then not just to live so flowing in a way, just floating around, but to ground yourself and to make connection, to
Yeah.
make that connection. Yes, and that does lift your spirit.
It's a kind of paradox because more we are in the flesh, in incarnation,
Yeah.
meaning in the body,
Yes.
more we have this connection with the invisible realm of ourselves.
Correct. Correct.
And this comes by breathing, for example, with consciousness,
Yeah.
walking with consciousness. And more we do this, and more this wholeness can be,
Yes.
and more we have guidance, and more we have messages, and more. But it starts by being in the body. And a
Yeah.
good thing to be in the body is to exercise, to put
Yeah.
this thing in movement,
Yep. Activate. You have
Yeah,
to activate yourself.
yeah,
Activate yourself. Stretch in the morning. Drink your first thing in the morning. Drink your water. Please drink your water. Put a little salt.
and lemon
Hydrate.
juice. Yeah,
You've been fasting. Hydrate in the morning. It will completely uplift your mood. It will make you feel better immediately. Don't do
sure.
coffee first thing in the morning. Tea. A little bit of tea, but something that hydrates you is the best thing for the morning. You're
Yeah,
starting your morning right. Yes.
I learned something with you about my skin I didn't know, because when you put the gel on my belly, you told me, oh, you are well hydrated because your body is not absorbing the gel.
Yep.
I
Yep.
didn't, I said, oh, this is a good way. I didn't know about that. So it's
Yep.
quite interesting, because we
Mhm.
always wonder, do I drink enough? Or even me, I wonder sometimes, and I'm like, So this was quite interesting to me. I
Yep.
said, oh, you can see also
Mhm.
differently through the body if someone is well hydrated or not.
The
Yeah.
fact that you also have to use the bathroom, what's an excuse I'm giving your session away, but that's also another indicator that you've been hydrating,
Ah, okay.
because the treatment promotes your lymphatic, so things
Yeah.
starts to drain and you just have to go pee. So
Yeah.
that's another indicator that the body is activated and is properly hydrated,
Mm.
because it starts to collect more and more. The more we go advance into the treatment, the more the body's like, okay, I got to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because you were doing it on your mid area, I was pressing so that I can have access to the what we needed to have access to in order to break down what was been conjugating in there. So it all blends in together. And yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great way of knowing.
But
If
it's
my gel is
interesting
going really
because,
fast,
yeah,
you're not hydrated.
we did one session, and in fact, my belly changed shape. The shape is different.
Wow.
They're
It's a good
still
thing.
there. They're still, it's different shape now.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good sign.
yeah,
That means the
yeah,
treatment
yeah.
is taking place. Yes.
So we'll see the second one. We have not done pictures. We did not thought about it. Me too. I
No,
did
we
not thought.
didn't. We got too caught up on the connection.
Yeah, directly. Okay, Brandy, we're gonna stop because me too. I have low battery, and
Oh,
I
no,
hope
no,
I
I
can.
understand. Thank you for this time. It has meant so much to me, and I enjoy
You're
meeting you and
welcome.
learning about
I
you.
put for my followers the link with your Instagram. They can contact you there. It's easier. And I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
put this video on my YouTube channel,
Oh,
because
you're
it's
so
gonna go
sweet.
straight on Facebook, but I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel
Thank
because I
you.
have a lot of people following me there, and I
Nice.
think
I believe you.
they can be interested as well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Have a beautiful rest of the day.
You
And
too,
I
Brandy.
look forward to hear from you when you're ready. Come see me.
Yes. Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So I think you have to click somewhere. I don't know
Yes.
where.
Let me see. Leave right there.
Voila. So this was quite interesting. I'm going to see if I have some question, but you're going to have this video on YouTube, and you can have the translation. I don't know how to do it, but I think it's not working on a phone. It works on a computer. There is a little wheel under the video, and you can select a translation. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a very good end of the day or a very good day, and that very soon. Bye bye.